Welcome to Today I Work On. Look at this smile. I've been waiting for this rim for like 3 months and it finally came in. It's for my buddy's company. He does custom rims and it's right here. We're gonna open it up. Let me tell you something. This box is so light. Our goal was 15 pounds for a 17 by 10 and it's basically an RE30 Rep Volk. So let me open it up and see what it looks like, but it's so light, I can't get over it. I also have an RE30, but it's a 17 by 9 in my garage, and I'm gonna take the tire off and I'm gonna compare them like right away. So let's start doing that. I just unmounted my 17 by 9 real Volk. Now this Volk, we have to get into specifics here. I ordered these, it's completely custom. As in, you could order it any way you want. You could order it as light as you want, as heavy as you want. Right here, we have something called, it says 690 kilograms. That is the load on this Volk, which is quite a bit. Look up 690 kilograms. I think it's almost 17 or 1800 pounds. So because they sold this wheel universally, if it was not for an S2000, it was for any car basically. So they covered the whole span of cars that would run this 17 by 9 rim. What we did is, let's check out the rim. For lightness, this is gonna be my flyer rim for my fast lap, for my sticker tires that I'm gonna wear during competition. This is my rim I'm gonna use. I'm not gonna use this rim for lapping. It's just for my flyers, that's it. So let's take a look at it. I unboxed it already just to take a look, but you could see it's a little different because remember, it's a rep, it's not exactly the same. So let's go over what's different. The first thing that's different is obviously it's an inch bigger. So there's that, because this is a 17 by 10, this is a 17 by 9. I think the offset on this, I gotta check, I think it's a 54. This is a 50, actually X for a 47, but I got a 50, which is fine, I'm okay with that. The holes to save weight are not on this rim. They didn't do that. Now, this is the biggest thing. This is where we shaved weight. We shaved the weight on the spokes. Now, this is a completely forged, pressed rim, and the spokes are a little bit skinnier. I'm gonna get a tape measure out. I'm gonna measure over here, over here, over here, and over here. I'm gonna see how different the thickness is. Also, you could see right here, the rim, it's a little different because there's a little bit more of a lip on the 9-inch compared to this 10-inch. This came out a little bit further, and the reason why this came out a little bit further is so we could fit my big brake kit. This rim, it was tight. I needed a 5mm spacer, so that's why we came out a little bit more. So let's turn them and let's see what we have going on here. This rim has more of an indent right here, and this beads up a little bit more, which is interesting. Over here where the lip is, it's about the same. On this side, it's also, this is higher and this is flat, and then it comes up more, which is interesting. I don't know what the reason for that is, but you could actually see the line where they milled it right here. That's really funny. So that's basically how it looks on inside the tire. Now let's flip it around and see how it looks. Let's look at the inside of the rim. This rim is basically flat coming out. There's a little bit of a bevel right here. The Volk is just completely straight, then it bends out and in. So that is also a little bit different. That's very interesting as well. I'm going to get into this in a second. So that is pretty nice. Now let's get into the stamping on these. Right here it says forged aluminum 6061T VIA. It's the Japanese, whatever that is, .T, made in China. And I guess that's, I don't know, 17 by 10J. And then the offset's 50. It should have been 47, but that's fine. With the center bore of 70.1. And then the bolts, it's 5 by 114, 114.3. So that's the S2000 spec. And then on here, that's the same thing. That's probably the model number, 17 by 10. Oh, look at that. And you know what they did? You can see the difference. They milled out, instead of making holes, they milled out over here to save some weight. Huh, that's very interesting. So let's, so that's basically the difference. Now let's weigh them. I already weighed these off camera so I know what they're gonna come in at, and you're gonna be like, wow, this is crazy. So let's do the 17 by 9 RE30 first. And it's gonna be a little bit tough to get it on the seat. So I'm gonna push on it, and then 15.8 pounds. Let's check out the new 10-inch rim. 10-inch rim, mind you. So it's a little bit harder to weigh this one because it's bigger. So I have to kind of go like this. I'm gonna push. Same thing, 15.8. On the earlier weigh, I actually got 15.6. So I think the scale's off a little bit, but it's between 15.6 and 15.8. I do need to take this little cap off, so I'm probably gonna be where I was told, 15.5 if I do it again, which is super impressive. Let's check out this rim. I do have my 3mm spacer on there. And what do we have? We're just, well, actually, see how it barely fits? I'm gonna show you right now. That is completely on with the spacer. I got like 2mm, so I'm gonna pop off this spacer. Remember, this is a custom spec. This is exactly how I spec'd it. As a customer, you could spec it out however you want. And also, I'm not making a penny on this. My buddy that ordered these rims, it's like a passion and a hobby for him. He started it with the 4C, the Alfa Romeo 4C, and that's how we got started with this relationship. And I'll show you my 4C rims real fast. So this is the 4C rim. I think it's called the Julia. And this is a 19, yeah, it's a 19 by 9.5. And then the front is 18 by 8.5, but you can see how pretty it is. It's such a pretty rim, and they did a great job, and that's why I was super confident to order this spec from my S2000. So let's get back to the S2000. Let's go over my Advan. This is the RZ2 that I got from Evasive a few years back. It was a custom spec, 17 by 10 plus 50. It's the same offset as this rim, 17 by 10 plus 50. And I'll tell you, the metallics, they look almost identical, which is crazy. So that's a different rim that I'm going to compare it to. And you can see this is a flow formed, and you can see there's a lot more spokes on this one compared to this one. And this is flow formed, and I took some serious hits on this rim and it held up. And again, this is my flyer rim, so it's not going to get many sessions, but it's like my money rim basically. So let's put it on the wheel and let's see how it looks. I have to correct myself. That was a 5mm spacer that I had on there. So we're gonna put this rim on right now. Let's see how it looks with a dry fit. Wow, look at that. Let's check out the clearance. I have like miles of space of clearance. That looks just amazing. Look at that. So that is this part of the video. Next part of the video is I'm gonna mount the tire. I have brand new Maxxis RC1s, and let's see how it mounts with my tire machine. First things first, I'm gonna put a rubber valve stem on just because I don't have any metal lying around, which is fine. Fits perfectly. We're gonna put this Maxxis RC1 on this rim because that is the tire I need to use for my class. So we have an outside and an inside. You can flip these tires, which is completely fine. So I'm gonna lube up the rim and the tire a little bit. This Maxxis sidewall is so soft, it's like ridiculous. So, are we good? Let's see. Outside. So we're gonna give it a little light turn. All right, that worked out really well. Now let's lube this up really, really well. And I have my helper arm. That should make it pretty easy to install. So let's get it going first. So far so good. Let's put the helper on. This thing is slipping. worked pretty well. Pretty uneventful. All right, now I'm not gonna take the valve set out. I usually do, but I'm just gonna see how it pops. So let's check it out. It took about 40 psi for it to set the bead, so let's balance it and see what happens. Let's mount it up. I can't get over how light these rims are. All right, buddy, show the camera what you got going on here.
I don't know how to.
All right, let's do this.
I just need.
That is a good-looking rim, man.
Daddy, I need my own camera.
Yep. It's off 1 gram. Okay, 1 gram. So that's nothing. I don't have to clean anything. That's nice. She looks really good. All right, it's off another quarter.
What's the engine made of?
I am really bad at sticking these weights. This thing is so crooked. That's just gonna fly right off, but it was probably off a quarter because of how I stuck the weight. All right, she's good. So it doesn't take much weight. Let's weigh it and see how heavy it is.
Because I'm a kid.
Buddy, you're the man. All right, so let's check it out. What do we have total weight? We have 41.6 pounds with the brand new Freshy Fresh RC1. I'm gonna weigh my existing RC1 tire that has like over 40 heat cycles with the Advan rim and see where we come in at. All right, let's check out this rim.
Because it's fake.
So this rim, it's a pound less. It comes in at 42.4, but this tire has 40 heat cycles on it. So it's definitely less rubber on it. A ton of rubber came off of this. So that's kind of crazy that I still have over a pound of difference compared to a new tire. That's a huge deal. Let me see you for a sec. You're all ready to work. My son is ready to work because he's the Today I Work On son. Let's put this tire on and see how it looks, and then we're gonna wrap up this video.
That tire on now?
We are putting this tire on, so we're gonna put this tire on. Let's see how it looks. Oh, ooh, it looks so. I love the RE30. I know it's not like the most popular Volk rim, but I just love it. It's just so pretty. I always thread my lugs first because not doing that would be silly. That looks really good. Let's wrap up this video. I'm going to go over what the next video is going to be about.
Yes,
I'm going to add this in the video. This is my life right now.
If you guys want to play with me, I will.
Dogs barking, kids having fun, and a lot of daddy daycare. I'm going to upload this video, and then the next video on this tire it's not going to be for probably a month because I'm going to do a video on a flyer lap and see if it holds up. It is kind of light at 490, I think, kilograms. So I think it should be good. It is forged. If it bends, it bends. I have a backup set of 10-inch rims, worst case scenario, and I learned my lesson. I'll just buy another set and bump up the kilograms a little bit. But I have full confidence in this rim. It's a legit aluminum alloy, and again, I don't make any money on this. I'm just supporting my buddy that's selling these rims because it's a passion and hobby for him. So I'll shout out his website. It's bespoke, forged, and you can even feel, even this has a nice weight to it. And it's super reasonable and super nice guy. And hit up his website or hit him up on Facebook and enjoy this video. So again, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like it. If you like these car videos, please subscribe. I'm always working on something. I just built this awesome splitter. Always something going on. So and again, I keep saying we have an announcement, but we do have a major announcement, and look forward to that. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.